Hello, everyone, and welcome to my once weekly show. My name is Michelle Marie, and I am both an Vedic and Western astrologer, as well as a tarot and oracle card reader. And before we begin tonight, I want to take a moment to acknowledge something first. I know that many of you are feeling unsettled or emotionally fatigued right now because it has been a bit of a rough week. The news cycle has been really intense. The collective energy feels really charged. And for sensitive people, it can feel like there's too much going on at once. So if you've been feeling this way, you are absolutely not alone. You are not imagining it because I feel it right there with you. And there is an astrological reason why this moment feels so incredibly compressed. For the first half of January, we're under an unusually concentrated configuration. That's Venus, Mercury, and Mars all combust, that's with the sun, in sidereal Sagittarius. That's directly opposite Jupiter and Gemini. And this is happening in the first house of the United States chart before these planets move into the second house mid-month, which is why we're seeing some drama there. So when this many personal planets are also combust, clarity is reduced, and not because people are unintelligent, but because the pressure is really high. So decisions are made very quickly, emotions run hot, and information can feel fragmented and contradictory. So this can create a lot of anxiety, especially in those who sense the stakes but don't fully see the big picture yet. So when Jupiter is opposite all of these planetary wars and conjunctions in combustions, I should say, in Gemini, the higher path right now is listening to advisors, listening to allies, listening to multiple perspectives before acting. And our collective prayer during this period is that wisdom can prevail over impulse, because when combust Mars, which is what's carrying a lot of this energy, is ignored or overridden, conflict tends to escalate rather than resolve. So many of you have also noticed how volatile the news feels, and there's a lot of strong language, there's a lot of power plays going on, and there are bold declarations surfacing now, and these are not random. The peak of this intensity will be January 9th, and that's when multiple planetary wars and combustions converge, and they'll be directly across Jupiter and Gemini. So astrologically, this is the time where a lot of announcements are going to be made, but the consequences will often unfold later once the heat settles. So in the second half of January, these same planetary conflicts move into sidereal Capricorn, but without Jupiter's protective aspect. That's advisory. So that's when the accountability, the material reality, and the economic consequences begin to surface for what's going on at the first half of the month. So what begins now will get evaluated later. So some of you also asked me about Project 2025 because it came up on Marina's show yesterday. So I want to be very clear and grounded here. This is a policy proposal document, and it was released just after the April 8th eclipse in 2024. And it outlines goals that align very closely with the current astrology and the centralized power and executive authorities that are taking place, that are outside of the Constitution. So among its stated aims for proposals, this is Project 2025, it expands presidential authority over federal agencies. Check. It reduces independence of regulatory and oversight bodies. Check. It consolidates decision-making within the executive branch without paying heedance to the other branches. Check. It reinterprets the role of Congress in matters of enforcement and foreign action. Big check. And it increases the president's ability to act completely unilaterally in national and international affairs, which we just saw. So astrology does not tell us what will happen very specifically, but it does show us where those pressure points exist. And when eclipses come out, they reveal secrets and things that are going to happen in the future. So that's what we're seeing now. So this month highlights the importance of checks, counsel, and collective wisdom. So some Vedic remedies that you can do during this period are very slow decision-making whenever possible. Avoid reacting immediately to the headlines. You can offer water to the sun in the morning or to a tree in your area that looks a little thirsty. You can chant Om Guruve Namaha, or Om Brihaspataye Namaha, which is best done on Thursdays to strengthen Jupiter and those good counsels. Okay. You can keep your speech clean and intentional because Mercury is really vulnerable right now. So on a personal note, as some of you have been following me, Jonathan and I also experienced an earthquake in Mexico. It was a big one. So this was in Mexico City, and Mexico's ascendant just happens to be in Leo where the eclipses are happening. And Ketu was also aspecting these wars on Friday. And so that's when we had the earthquake. And so because of the Ketu eclipses this year, we were prepared both practically and spiritually, because this just happens to be on my husband's moon and opposite mine. So these moments remind us that we need to stay grounded, stay adaptable, and be prayerful rather than fearful, because that's the way forward. So if you'd like a broader, steadier framework for what's ahead, I've shared the 2026 astrology overview video by sign. You can check that out. I got a Vedic calculator right in the description. I have that in every video. And that's on my channel. It's been up for a bit. But January is a bridge month, and how we respond now really does matter. So I'm sending you all of my love, my steadiness, which has returned. Thank you, Goddess. And a deep respect for your discernment in moving forward. Okay, so and now it is my true joy to introduce someone who brings a lot of clarity, compassion, and beautiful heart anahata based wisdom, the lovely Jane the Seeker Tarot. Welcome, Jane.
Thank you. It's nice to be here. Thank you.
Yay. Yeah. So I hope that was helpful, guys. Jane and I were talking backstage about some of the events going on. And you want to talk about the solar flares and what you saw, or?
Oh, well, I don't know. Well, the Schumann resonance has been showing us a lot of stuff as well. But if you ever look at the coronagraph, I think it's that one of the sun, the holes where that are going to spit out the CMEs. Something, I'm not perfect. I don't know. Get the information for yourself. But the way that the sun looked with the big thing where we knew it was going to pop, it looked a lot like Japan. So we thought, me and, I don't know, we thought that it was going to be in Japan again, but it was where you were, which actually, if you look at it, is similar-ish to Japan.
Well, Japan got an earthquake too. So,
well, yeah. I just thought the one that you got was the Japan one. But yeah, so it's interesting. There's so many things. There's just so much information out there that I think humans just don't access.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I've been following the story, and I'm only just beginning, so I hope that this is okay. But I've been reading about the monads, and so that's been really interesting, and that speaks to some of that as well. The monads talk about, there was a group that we have been, information has been kept from us, like all of the things that were taken out of the Bible. I'm not saying that the Bible is necessarily, I mean, I have no here or there about it, but it was the control was they took out a whole bunch of the ones that would the stories, the people, of course, Mary Magdalene, but because they taught Jesus what Jesus taught. They were talking about compassion, loving your neighbor, helping your neighbor, feeding everyone, being a community, gathering, and so that's kind of been stopped. I mean, we still kind of do it, although it's less than before the bug, but yeah, so that's been my interesting thing, because it's like and they say it's, I don't know. There's a way they say that you can remember, and you put your hand on your heart. You have to say this thing, and then oh, yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. So that's what I've been reading about, and because I do believe I was a Vestal Virgin, so
Oh, that makes sense.
yeah, I believe I was a Vestal Virgin, and so I kind of go down into that, and I don't know, I like that kind of stuff because there's a reason
Mhm.
why I know that I was a Vestal Virgin, but I
Oh,
can't.
yeah. And you have, I believe, one of your planets is in Abhijit when I looked at your chart, which is very rare. So that indicates that you had a very spiritual past that was rooted in something truth-based and profound. So I think that's amazing. Well, thank you. And another thing, in addition to getting a reading from me, are you still offering grand tableaus?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
I do. I am. I did one just yesterday,
there you
but for
go.
my, yeah, so yeah, I do love doing them.
Yes. So all of her links are in the description along with mine. Make sure you subscribe to both channels and follow us along if you'd like a private reading because there's a lot going on in the sky and a lot going on in the cards that can provide some clarity. So, all right, let's go ahead and say hi to some lovelies coming in.
Yes.
Viviani is here. Viviani, it's lovely to see you. Barbara, lovely to see you, Barbara. Rose Blue, good to see you, Rose Blue. The Hubs is here.
Jonathan.
Oh, lovely Rooted Willow is here. It's great to see you.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're allowed to say your name, so I'm not saying it. Okay. The
that's right.
lovely Venus is here. Lovely to see you, Venus. Steve, it's lovely to see you, Steve. Welcome back. And then lovely Hershey's here. Hello. Thank you for saying hi. And as I'm saying hi to everybody, go ahead and get your questions in the chat. The tippers go first. They're first in line, and then we go through whoever's in order. Okay. All right. Let's see. Josh's universe is here. Love all the emojis. Oh, and that's a great. Is that which archangel was that? That's really beautiful. I love the archangels. Okay. Everyone's saying hi to each other.
Yeah, I can't see the chat, but I know you're there.
If you go up to comments, it should come up in the thing
Well,
there for you.
it's my glasses. It has nothing
Oh,
to
okay. I
do with
wasn't sure if I had something. Okay. Oh, Jackie's popping in. It's lovely to see you, Jackie. And yes, Mercury is a little, yeah, he's having some problems right now. So we got to watch our speech, especially with the Mars combustion too. So I'm right there with you, Rose Blue. And hope you're doing well, Car King. Welcome. Great name.
it is.
And let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. Oh, and Jackie, thank you so much for putting Jane's link up. That is very sweet of you.
Jackie?
And the book of Enoch talks about archangels and stars and moon cycles and about dimensions. Very cool. All right.
Well, Enoch became Metatron.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Guess who's here?
So,
There we
oh,
go.
who's here?
Cowbell. Okay. Oh, you're right on time, Rachel. I did go over some of the astrological stuff at the beginning, so if you want to watch that. All
But
right, I'll go ahead and
you do send out a video or an email, don't you, that kind of talks about things?
I do, yeah. I go into that as well. So if you want to be part of my newsletter, you can email me, Michelle at Astrological Tarot, or just let me know.
Yeah, because I love that. I read that too.
Okay, Stardust and Rooted Willow. Thank you. I appreciate that. And then, oh, it's Archangel Raphael. Oh, that's good for relationships and love and all that. That's wonderful. Love that Josh's universe. And yes,
Raphael.
it is a very nice mug. Printify, it's rostash.printify.me. Okay. All right. Everyone's saying hi. Barb Pet is here. Okay, so, oh, James, welcome. I'll go ahead and get your question in there. Everyone's saying hi. Oh, I love that. You guys are great. Best chatters are here.
I know what I
Okay.
can do with my terrible hair.
I think your hair looks fabulous.
Not a thing. There we go.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. So I've got my calming amber on today. So I'm just like very grounding. You've got your crown. We're good. We're grounded, and we're ready for your questions. Okay.
Bring them on.
Yes. All right. So Rachel is our first tipper. So we're going to go ahead, and all the links are in the description, guys, if you want to get ahead. So go ahead and ask your question, Miss Rachel. And I'll start pulling some cards for you. Okay. Happy New Year to you too, Stardust. Wow. That's a no, and that's a no. All right. Ooh. Okay. Oh, and Steve, thank you for your donation. You are second. I appreciate that.
I don't know who I'm reading for, but it looks good.
Ooh, yay. I like seeing that.
My guides know, so don't worry. They never will give me the wrong cards.
Yes. Okay, Miss Rachel, go ahead and ask your question, love. We're waiting on you. Here. Making sure you didn't put it in the PayPal here.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Rachel Rose? Okay. I
Oh,
can't
wonderful.
see it.
Okay, I'll go ahead and grab it. I'm at the top here looking for it. Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
Would it be bad for my health to stay where I am? I've had a few Akashic Records readings and like all of the answers, and they were the same. I'm scared. Oh, don't be scared, sweetie. It's going to be okay. Let me just pull one extra card because I kind of know what this is about.
Oh.
You can go ahead, Jen.
Yeah, because I pulled the cards, and now for entertainment purposes only, because it looks like you really want to stay where you are. My cards are saying that you are moving, because I have the Eight of Cups here, and this is where this is leaving, this is moving. I mean, and in a lot of people, that when you make changes, that what this card represents is the cutting off of the hair. So and people will cut their hair when they have a big change, and so this is the walking away or the big change, because and it's like it's in the works right now. It's in the works. This is the seven of Pentacles. So it's like the cake is baking. I always say the cake is baking, but it's not done yet. But then at the very end, we get the big push of the Chariot that says it, from my cards, it's saying to move along. Maybe the energy might be better somewhere else. I don't know, but that's just my cards. Wait, let me just look on the bottom real quick, and then I really want to hear what you have to say. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. Then we have the Nine of Cups on the bottom, which is a wish come true. So I imagine no matter what, your wish will come true.
Okay, perfect. Well, I've got some cards that are a little up and down, just like James, that tell me change is coming. The first card I got was the Four of Wands. This is about celebration, completion, foundations. It's about finding a place where your heart feels at home and that you can celebrate life. You can have people over. It feels like a stable place that you can celebrate life from. And if you're not feeling that it's at your current place, I did get the Six of Wands reversed. So what does that tell me? It tells me that there is some change coming in this area. There's not going to be victory where you're currently are at. So This is all about, like, it's kind of a spotlight energy. So I'm not really seeing you in the spotlight and where you're currently at. And then I got the Three of Swords, and it did come up reversed. So this is kind of healing from betrayal, and I know that you're still healing. You're healing from, Ollie's death, and moving might help you a little bit because it'll help you make new memories in a new place where you're not coming home and looking for him. I mean, I'm speaking from experience here, having lost my babies too. So I think that the heart is the main thing that they're showing me, a place where you can kind of start anew and really work through some of the pain that you're working through. And then once you do that, I did get the Infinity card. So this tells me that there are some really good things coming your way, and that you can find a place where you're going to feel a little more spiritually grounded. And she says, my wish is to bring Ollie back, but I know that won't happen. Well, he can reincarnate here. Rosie's reincarnated Bogey. So your living situation. Okay. So that's what we're looking at now. Now, that's the main area. So we wish you all the best in that. And yeah, my heart's with you as you go through that, sweetie.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah. And you might actually find the next place at a celebration or a gathering. So that's something that could be made available to you. Just keep your ears peeled, and there might be someone in your area that can provide you with some good pointers if you're looking to move. Okay. All right. Welcome. Good to see you, Haru Slouch. Very cool. And the lovely Garnet is here. Lovely to see you, Garnet. He's saying hi to everybody. Okay, Parlus. Is it Parlas or Parlus? It's a cool name. All right, so our next question, let me look, is Steve. Go ahead and add. Steve's question is, yes, this year's beginning has taken a negative turn. I would really appreciate an outlook for me in 2026. Thank you. Okay. Well, it's been that way for a lot of us. Like I said, we just went through an earthquake. We have some personal stuff going on I was telling Jane about, and it's drama. So we are right there with you. You're not alone in that. That's why I started off the show with a little astro read. I also did a 2026 read by sign for the sidereal astrology for the year, and you can put your information in the calculator and look into what's coming for you there too. And you can also get a reading from Jane and I, because we are available. But let's see. All right, you've got some stuff coming your way. You can already see it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who are we reading for? Okay, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm seeing, this is, you get the star. So the star, it's a wonderful card. It's the card of your dreams, following your star. And I'm trying to, and there's an astronaut that's floating out in space over here, if you can see him.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's sort of like, when you get the star card, and you're following your North Star, and that may even take you right out into space and be floating in an astronaut, but that's not it. But really do truly follow your dreams, and then you'll be that's the winning card right there, the Six of Wands, isn't it? Yeah, Six of Wands. So that there's something really a good strong. This is the card of victory. You're floating in space with victory. And then I kind of get that this is you. This kind of looks like a person that would be like, I'm going to go out in space, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And this is the Page of Wands. So there's a lot of energy there, and it's movement, it's fire, it's going, it's so. And let me just look at the bottom card. Yeah, justice. So I think this looks really good to me. It's The eye of the needle is what this card has, a sword going into the needle for justice, or the needle going into the sword going into the eye. So just watch what you're doing, keep it clean, keep it good.
That's
even though
it kind of mirrors what I'm looking at too. And James, yes, I did get your tip, and Barbara, I got yours too. So go ahead and ask your question, Barbara, and I'll go ahead and star your question. We have James's. Okay, so the first card I got was, this is going to be a year of leadership for you, standing up for yourself, standing up for who you are in the situation. It's a year of courage. Leo's all about being center stage, being assertive, letting people see you, like bringing out your inner king, for example. Okay, Steve? Then I got that there's going to be something that's going to cause some delays your way, because I got the Chariot, but it came up reversed. So what does this tell me? This tells me that there's a loss of control in some area. You're trying to move materially in one direction, but there's some scattered focus, there's some burnout, and there's something standing in your way. This has to do with your solar plexus. So really paying attention to that chakra, especially if you do breath work, and or if you exercise, focusing on the abdominal area this year is highly recommended when I get this card reversed. Okay, so then I asked, what's going to cause this kind of upheaval for you? I got the Seven of Swords. This is the thief. This is someone who's masquerading. Okay, so this is someone who's a little cunning, but it's a visual deception. You're going to find out about it. Okay, so this is going to bring a little negativity in your life, because you're going to be at odds with an enemy. There might be some strategy and lies going on behind the scene, but Jane picked really good cards for you, and I think if you stand in your power, you're going to be able to defeat this, especially with the Justice card. Okay, so use that beautiful, use that beautiful throat chakra to deal with this sneaking figure, and you'll be able to unveil some of the deception that's going on. So I asked what the outcome was going to be, and I didn't pull the Justice card. That was for Jane, but I did pull Nectar. What is this? This is called Amrita in Sanskrit, and it represents really. It's how do I say this? It is life forces that are surging back into your being. Okay, so Amrita was born of immense effort and cooperation, and it was extracted from the chaos through perseverance of both the devas and the demons. It's a whole story. Oh, I can't go into it now, but it rewarded a lot of patience, a lot of discipline, and it brought some unity even between the two forces of good and evil in the cosmos. So immortality here symbolizes a spiritual continuity rather than a physical escape. So this is going to bring some renewal into your life, some vitality, some elevation. I see you really flying over this moment, and a phase of healing and inspiration are going to unfold here. So this is going to be, your energy is going to improve, the modality is going to be worked through, and your creativity and motivation will return, and you'll be able to get that Chariot right side up again once you are able to identify this individual, and justice will be served. Okay, so life renews when effort meets grace. And so Leo is an I will card. So make sure that you are putting in your own efforts to make sure that you shine a light on some deception that's going on in 2026. And that's good advice for everyone, because we've got some intense astrological energy going on between Kings and the collective this year. So I hope that was helpful. Okay. So let's see, we've got James, and then we have Miss Barbara. I'll go ahead and star your question, Barbara. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so James. James asks, hi ladies, Michelle, you told me a woman wanted one of my mom's late rings. I think it's my sister. Okay. I found what I feel is my dad's wedding ring. Should I give it to her? But more importantly, will it make her happy? They were close. Thank you. Okay. Well, my guess is yes, especially if they were close, but let's ask the cards. That's kind of what I'm getting. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
And even if it doesn't fit, she can wear it around her neck on a chain. So close to her heart.
I am going to look for the ring. Okay. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I get gentleman. So I think yeah, and then the ring. So it is a man's ring, and the stork, it's going to somebody new. It's and there's even if a little bit further crossroads too. So there can you don't have to make up your mind right away too. But I get the man and the ring and the stork bringing it in. That's like a gift. It's not the gift card in Lenormand, but you know, it feels like it.
Oh, and you're welcome, Steve. Thank you so much. Okay, so James, I got the moon. This is going to make her very emotional. So she might cry, she might get a little choked up because this is a very emotional, sweet person. I mentioned wearing it around her neck on a chain, and I got the Ace of Cups, but look at the image here. It's right over her heart chakra. Okay. So I got that this is really beautiful. Now I got that there might be a little work that you can put into it to make it extra special because I got the Eight of Pentacles. And to me, this is like a jeweler's workbench. Okay. So that's what they put in my head. I used to work as a jeweler. So if you were to maybe get a beautiful like silver or gold chain, whatever is it within your budget, it can also be plated. It's a good length to get her around the heart area and put it in a little box so she could wear it as a pendant. That would go a long way, but she's going to love it. She's going to get teared up. It's going to be great. It's going to bring you closer. I got the belonging card because she's going to see this as just a very heart-centered, beautiful gift that you are giving to her. And again, she's showing me that she's a little choked up there. But they're saying, get on it, energetic movement. I mean, there's nothing stopping you from making this gift happen. And she is really going to love it and be very thankful for it. So I love that you asked about it. And it's a very sweet gesture for you to do, James. And it shows me a little part of you too that I think is pretty special. So thank you for sharing that with us. And yeah, that is so sweet. Yeah, I totally agree. Very sweet. And lovely to see you, Susan. Welcome, honey. All right. So our next question is the lovely Barbara and then Susan. Okay. Susan, you are right after Barbara. Thank you for tipping, guys. Okay. Miss Barbara asks, best advice for the rest of the month. You got it. I had the honor of giving Barbara a reading, and she is an incredible soul, like really spiritual. I mean, tapped in. I just love connecting with people like us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I really do. When people get it and
Yeah.
and they realize like it's an assignment. We haven't just told you what to go and do. Like this is an assignment kind of ish. Go do your homework. So anyway, let me see. What was the question again? I'm so sorry.
Oh, just advice for the rest of the month.
Oh, right. Advice for the rest of the month. Okay. I went to the angels for that. Oh. Interesting.
Wow, my Mahabharata oracle just exploded.
I'm having a oh, this is okay. I might just I'll go with one more card, but
okay.
I really don't think it needs it. You can go ahead and go if you're ready.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so the first card I got for you was Virgo. This is about daily routines, health, sticking to a schedule, paying attention to just those little things in life, okay, that make you healthy and happy, and that this is also getting into the details of things. So paying attention to dotting those I's, crossing those T's, because Mercury and a bunch of the planets are getting combust and going to war this month. So it's important that you think before you speak and read before you think. So, and I know that you're already really good at that because you have an excellent ability to research. Okay. So then I got the Eight of Cups, but it came up reversed. So if there's something that you're avoiding right now in this area when it comes to your routine, health routine, something in your daily life, they're asking you to grow in this area and not refuse to allow yourself to grow and to expand. There's something that you need to leave behind that they're showing me. Okay, you need to walk away from something, and some emotional evolution may come out of this. A lot of us are going to be going through this month because it lines up with the planets right now. Once you do that, I got a really good card for you. You're going to love this. I got the Emperor. We love seeing him. So what this tells me is that you are going to take control of your life in this area. This is about authority through law, structure, systems, building foundations. He's very fortified and institutional. So I can see some achievements coming your way, some power. Leadership is going to start unfolding as you kind of let go of some things that are holding you back, and that you really want to focus on building a foundation this month so that you can be stable for the rest of the year. And it might take a little bit of endurance on your part, but the Emperor represents the root chakra. So this tells me that paying attention to your material body, wants, and needs are going to be very important, okay? And this is also all about the sun, Surya. It's about leadership and dharma. And so becoming a leader in your own sphere is really big there. Then I went to my Mahabharata oracle and I got the impartial card. This is Balarama. Now, as you can see, there's a war going on behind him, just like a war going on in the sky right now. And he's just farming. He was a character in the Mahabharata who just gardened and fed both sides and both armies and just stayed out of the conflict. And when people came to him and asked him for advice, he'd be like, well, I used this seed over here and I watered this time of year. And he was all about tending to the earth, and he stayed out of the conflict. So there are going to be some conflicts that may come up, and you're just asked to remain impartial about them. And you'll be seen as an emperor once you do that, okay? I also got that, and this goes perfectly with your reading, I got the imagination card. So this is a really good card to get because it tells me that you're going to be getting a lot of answers through meditation. This is all about getting into your spiritual practice and getting answers from within rather than from the more intellectual realm. So when I see this, it tells me that there's some divine guarding coming your way too, okay? There's a spiritual safeguarding when you do this, and that your confidence will increase and you'll be able to overcome more obstacles once you're able to kind of step into this more imaginative, intuitive-based energy. Okay, and I know that you have that in spades. See it as like a spiritual safeguarding, especially when you have to be impartial when something comes up. Okay, and then I got a really great card. This is the Power card. It's Gandhava. It is when Gandhava appears, we are reminded that true power is not borrowed; it's bestowed, and we are in alignment with our dharma. So this is not merely a weapon, it's divine responsibility. So Arjuna did not own this weapon, he served it. So this bow represents your purity of intent, and its thunder is not just fearsome, but it's announced that righteousness has entered the battlefield. And that tells me that if you come from this impartial view, you stay in your spiritual practice, that your power will be in alignment and you will shatter whatever comes your way. So I love seeing this. This is a card of extraordinary power and influence. It also tells me that it's important that you use your psychic abilities, gifts, and your authority in your life very consciously because you're being gifted with this and you're being entrusted to use this potent energy as an opportunity to come into this authority. Because when I pulled the Emperor and this card, it's like, whoa, that's a lot of energy, Barbara. So this could be, you do have the power to change your vitality because I did get the Virgo card. through disciplined action. And there are going to be some small, consistent choices that have an amplified effect in your life this month. And ask yourself this question this month. What have I been entrusted with? Hmm. And why? What have I been entrusted with and why? And really try to focus that energy toward your goals, and you're going to be very successful in that. But that's a lot of energy that they gave me. I told you they gave me 3 Mahabharata cards. That doesn't usually happen. So it tells me that they really wanted you to get that message. So what
And
did you get, Jane?
yeah, I got it very similar. And sorry, I think I'm having trouble with my internet, so I opened my door a little bit so that I
Mm-hmm.
would stop. I don't know what's going on, but I got Commander Ashtar,
Mm-hmm.
and it's leadership activation. Time to, oh my goodness gracious, time to evolve. Trust your ability to guide others, which is what you were talking about, the leadership. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's the first card out of mine. And I pulled from 3 different decks because that's what they wanted me to do. And
Mm-hmm.
they all go together so beautifully. Now, when you are leading, also, we have the water spirit for manifestation. Okay, and I love that little otter on there. It's just adorable. I think that's an otter. Or is it a beaver? Maybe it's a beaver. Anyway, manifesting dreams. So you're going to be doing a lot of manifesting in dream time, and you can manifest in meantime, dream time. I mean, that's one of the best times to manifest almost is when you're going to sleep at night and, you know, saying your gratitudes or whatever, and then also saying, and hey, maybe a little of this might be fun. And so I say to you, amplify your positive emotions. And there is a little girl with wings, a little fairy in the water, which signifies emotions. But even when we're emotional and we're in that emotional pool, you can splash and you can make bubbles. So what I'm seeing is manifesting playtime, but in a leadership role. And that's what I have.
I love that we got leadership cards. That's so great. I love that for you, Barbara.
Yeah, nothing else. That for sure.
Came through strongly.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I love it. Okay, so Susan, you are next. Go ahead and ask your question, and we will get you in. Okay, and I'm seeing if it's not in the thing. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and ask it in the chat, and you are next. I did pull some cards.
Did you say Susan who?
Susan
Yeah,
is next.
Susan Lee,
Yes,
Facebook?
yeah, that's her. Yes,
Okay. I can't see the question though. Let's see.
yeah, I haven't. I don't see it yet. Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Thanks. Emotional day. Yes. Oh my goodness. My dad passed. Oh my gosh, honey, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Oh my God. Her dad was an amazing creative soul. He was responsible for Steinfeld, Jane. You know, the show. He was a big, like, he was a huge part of that. You know, he was so bright, and she had the best photos with him. And oh, Susan, I am so sorry that you're going through that.
Yeah.
Oh, my heart is with you.
So
Okay. I don't have a specific question, but love a message about anything, including the year ahead. Okay. Oh, all right. Well, he's helping me from the other side. I am getting that from my cards because I was wondering who this was. So that's the good thing. The first card I got was the second house. This rules money and speech. And what you're saying is you're speaking truth to power this year, and you're also minding your finances. Those are the 2 things that you are really developing as a soul, moving forward. And I know that you are you are a voice for others in a place where they're kind of under attack. So I really appreciate your views and the space that you create for others in doing them. You're actually coming from your heart, which I think is a really beautiful thing. So I just wanted to tell you that. The reason for that is I did get the Seven of Wands, but look, she's meditating. She's coming from a place of peace. You know, she has a bare head here, and that means that she's undergoing a challenge, but she does not feel the need to uh, wear armor because she's coming from spirit. She's coming from her heart. And you can see her solar plexus is also lit up here. So this tells me that you are coming into a time of a lot of determination, bravery. It's because you do have a good character. You're very daring when it comes to your views, and you're committed to speaking truth with courage and perseverance. And of course, we have alarms going off as I say that. So that's just spirit coming through. Uh, so this is about taking an elevated stance from the attackers or things or people that you feel are not being very positive towards you this year. Okay. Defend your position. You are correct. You're coming from your higher self. Okay. Stand your ground, fight for your position. You are literally coming from a higher realm and bringing this knowledge through. Okay. They are asking you, however, as things start to get really choppy, to focus on a more impartial attitude, especially for people who absolutely refuse to change their uh, their take on things. Okay, so again, he's got a war behind him, and he's gardening and he's tending to the soil and he's planting vegetables and getting ready for the year, and he feeds both sides. Meaning, this is Balarama. During the war of Mahabharata, he farmed and he fed both armies. So maintaining your stance when it comes to your speech and your opinions, but also still being able to participate in charity and feed and support, despite the fact that you may not agree with one side or another, obviously, but it's important to remain impartial because that's going to be good for your health too. Okay, I get this one all the time, especially with everything going on in the news. Now, this is the card I got for Dad on the other side. I got superpower. Okay, this is my Godfather card. He is going to be protecting you against a lot of some of the more negative forces that are coming your way. And when I see this, it tells me that oh, he loved you very much, and he's going to be able to do more for you on the other side than he was even in this birth. And he loves you, and he is going to be like a godfather to you, okay? Not just a father, but a spiritual father that is going to help you through these times because it's going to be a bit of an emotional year. You're going to be going through a lot of health stuff, and you're going to have to stand your ground, especially given that not everybody in and around you has your heart, especially your spirit. But know that he is very much with you, and he is going to be a pillar for you. And even when you feel alone and unsupported, know that he's with you in spirit. Okay, sweetie. So I hope that was helpful. Interested to see what Jane has to say. And more impartial, okay.
Yeah. Well, so I think that these three cards that I picked, that they're coming in fast. So we have the Rider here, and the Rider comes in fast. And so that means it's right there. And I think that these are messages. And look at how the arrow is shooting up. And I feel like this is you talking to your dad and all of you that in your family group. He's giving messages and receiving. He's like a telephone wire now. Oh my gosh. How about an internet wire or something like that, Jane? Telephone wire. I'm old. I'm going on Social Security. Ace of Pentacles. So this is it's a start. It's not a lot of money, but it's enough. And you even have enough that you could put a big flower in your hair and feed these bees. Even though you only have one pentacle, you still can feed other people with our words, with our emotions, with our actions. You know, it's that's what we do for people. And there will be a decision that will have to be made. There's some sort of decision that's coming up. I don't know if you can see it in this card. Usually the person is blindfolded, and I see that as not making your decision with your eyes. Like you're not looking at two different things and choosing between them. I think that the eyes are blindfolded so that you make the decision with your heart. So I know that you're right now, you're really in your heart and in your feels. And, you know, talk to your dad all night. He's, you know, maybe he is even will be at some time one of those little bees around you. Who knows what your sign for your dad is going to be. But when you find it, you'll find it. And you'll go, oh, there's my dad again. Because I know I have done that. But this is all coming in real quick. And since his passing was today, he transitioned today, this makes sense to me. So I'm very sorry that happened. But on the bottom of this deck, I have the fish, which is an abundance from a best friend. So there could be some abundance that comes with this. It was his soul contract. It was just his time. It was in his soul contract. Just so you know. So, and that's what it was, kind of a mixed bag. I feel like I shook my runes and pulled them out, but these are cards. But I don't know. Yeah, that's what I have for you. Messages, taking care of yourself, and coming from your heart.
Oh, thank you, Jane. And she goes, thanks so much, sweet. And thank you for trusting us with that, with your heart, Susan. We really appreciate you. Yeah. And reach out if you need anything, okay? All right. Oh, my goodness. Oh, so let me go ahead and check. Let's see who's next here. Stardust, are you in the audience? Let us know if you're here. You are next. Wish I had cowbell. Gerald brings it and he'll ring it. Oh, there we go. There we go.
I didn't show you my new thing I got today. Did she hear? Look at this. Maybe I can show you this. Nope, wrong way. This way. Do you see? Forget it. Jane, you don't know what you're doing.
Oh, is it the dream catcher?
Yeah, do you see that? My neighbor just brought that over for me. It's gorgeous. You can't tell what it looks like. It's got 100,000 shiny things on it, and it's all crystals and bells. And I was going to take it down, and now I can't. Oh well.
Oh, that is so cool.
I know. Go on.
And then Dark Crypto said, the bell rang. And then Venus says, oh my gosh, I literally just rang my bell right before you did. There you go. We're all in tune with each other. I love that. And Stardust, I see you. Okay, I'm putting your question up. Right. Oh, yes. I love it when Spirit does that, Venus. It makes me laugh too. Okay, can I have an astrological general reading, please? Okay, well, I don't have your chart, so I can't really give you a reading, but I will go ahead and give you a tarot reading real quick. If you're looking to the exact astrology right now, I did a little quick quip at the beginning of the show that you can go back to. I did a full reading on 2026 by sign that you can look into, and it's by ascendant, sun, and moon. Okay. All right. So let's see. The first card I got for you, Stardust, was the Star. So, of course, right in line there. But what this tells me is that it did come up reversed. So you might want to be doing a little bit of spiritual work in this area to work on kind of getting back into your spiritual vulnerability, practicing authenticity and healing, nothing to hide, nothing to prove. Because when this is, uh, when it's upside down, it tells me that there might be some doubts or a loss of trust in an area for you. This comes right after the Tower. So this tells me that something might have happened that maybe took your trust out of the universe a little bit, and there's some healing that needs to be done. So try to get that hope back, and know that the Vedic correspondence for this card is Jupiter, and he is aspecting Gemini, all the wars right now, so that you can really delve into your spiritual practices and look for those signs from spirits to lead you in the right direction and get you right back on track. So I asked what area this was in, and what I got was the Knight of Pentacles, but he came up reversed. Okay, so this tells me that there might be an unexpected situation due to poor planning or responsibility, some financial obstacles or issues. This is kind of my depressed, not committed card. It's also like, troubles at work, things like that. So this is this just tells me that there's a little bit of upheaval in this area, and you might be losing a little hope. So it's important that you pay attention to these particular things, because we want to see him right side up, right? So that's the main energy that I got in and around that. Okay, so this is all about like a Earth, Mars, and Mars is getting combust right now. You're not the only one going through these upheavals, because it's up in the sky and we're all dealing with lots of stuff. So you want to get that going. Movement through trials. That's what they're telling me. Movement through trials, and really focus on how you are expending your energy, so that you're not wasting it, thinking more long term than short term. Okay, especially with the wars going on right now in the sky. All right, then I got a really beautiful card for you, Stardust. I got inner knowing. This tells me you can meditate. So you have a place inside of you that holds your most significant answers that are going to get these guys right side up again. Okay, within each of us lies this beautiful intuitive knowing, and motivation and ideas are present within you, yet they're like untapped right now. Like you need to get right back into that again, because that beautiful spark of the divine is waiting very patiently for you to tune in and receive guidance. So this is going to be a time of soul searching for you. You're in a phase of a lot of introspection, and you're going to be drawing your attention and focus inward and getting that guidance from within. And that is supported with the astrology right now. So you have a strong need to understand not just things at a surface level, but also to really to know the why of why things are unfolding in the manner that they are. So you have access to this inner knowing. And it's going to bring a lot of truth, a lot of acceptance. It's going to help you get that hope back, get that beautiful stardust energy back, and work with spirit through meditation. And when you do this type of self-assessment, the opportunities to evaluate your direction and your personal goals will be laid out in front of you. And your priorities are going to shift so that you can develop that deeper perspective and make those longer term goals. Okay. So just take this time in the rest of this month for some much needed alone time and recalibration with spirit. And I can see some wonderful, harmonious energy coming your way. I hope that was helpful. Yes, true. Okay.
Yeah, and I did not get that.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, it all, sometimes you get part of the story, and it's fun. I like it like that. I'm using my Lenormand, so out of my deck of 36 cards, I got the male and the female facing each other. And so I was just wondering, in order for me to read these, are you a male or a female? Or I mean, I can, well, I mean, okay, the male and the female are looking at each other.
Female.
Female, okay. And do you have a significant other? Okay. But whether or not, We have the fish. So you have abundance and abundance coming in, and abundance, and then you, and then the birds. So the birds are talking about you. You don't have a partner, is it? Okay. So maybe there's an abundance of people talking about you. And it might be because then when we move down, we go to some challenges, and that might be in your past. Maybe that's why you don't have a partner right now, because I do see a challenge, the cross, and then a man. So that could be an ending there. But then we go down to the home, the letter, and the child. So in your home, that's where you're really happiest, is in your home. There could be some problems with your home. Make sure maybe you might want to get an inspection, but do look for an email or a letter in your mailbox that will be important, and it might be about a child, or yeah, it may be a birthday party for a child, but the child can also be a little naive. So it's either a child or it's being a little naive. So I think you need to, I don't know, maybe watch it again and see if you can figure out what I'm trying to say here. But at the bottom, I get the heart. So I do think that this could be like a niece or a nephew or something that just really loves you, or that you just adore. And that's, yeah, lots of talking, some challenge, home. It looks good for, yeah. So, it looks nice. The abundance is right next to you as well. The abundance is right next to you. What that abundance is, we don't know, because abundance doesn't always mean money. There's an abundance of love, an abundance of, at my house, there's an abundance of dust.
Okay, sounds good. All right, well, Stardust, thank you so much for trusting us with your energy. And she goes, yay, thank you too. All right, wonderful. And Venus, I went ahead and put your question in. Okay, Rooted Willow, are you in the audience? Let us know. Let us know, let us know. Present. Okay, she is here. Yay! All right, so she wants a message from the guides. All right, so the first one I got was this is the seventh house. This is all about balance, cooperation, partnerships. These are people opposite you. Okay, so there's going to be some tests in this area for just in general. Okay. I know that you have Shawnee there, but then you're going to be moving into Mercury tomorrow, so I'm very excited for that. I did get the Five of Swords, which is a little bit of a card. What it tells me is that you might have felt a little bullied. Okay, he's got a bear head here. There's a crow right there. This is all about feeling a little exposed, defeat, anger, but there's going to be a lot of reconciliation that happens through boundaries and what you do and what you don't tolerate. So really opening up your heart to, the beautiful artwork that you're doing and standing in your authenticity, and just you're in a much better place now, which I love. But this rules the solar plexus chakra, so it's all about, there's someone in your life that's kind of a smirking victor, but it's a hollow victory for them. Okay, so this is about walking away from toxic dynamics and not allowing these messages and these energies to affect you mentally, because they're not yours. They're someone else's. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got something that might come up because I got the reprisal card from the Mahabharata. Now, This is a woman who was wronged by Bhishma back in the previous ages. Kshatriyas, they're the warrior class. If they wanted to marry a woman, they would abduct her. She was already betrothed to somebody else. And she was very angry at Bhishma for doing that. And when she told him that, he let her go and said, I'm sorry, I didn't know. But then her betrothed didn't want her. And so what she did was she did a ton of austerities and tapas. And they begged her not to do that because she was doing it so that she could get back at him. And boy, did she get back at him. So this tells me that reprisal or trying to seek revenge, which I know is not really on your heart right now, it will not be worth it to just literally let go of this negative, taunting, yuck energy. Don't worry about gaining revenge and just focus on developing partnerships that are cooperative and loving and reciprocal and don't have this element of abuse, mental and emotional abuse. Okay, because that's what you're stepping into. You're stepping into a whole new chapter because you're setting appropriate boundaries for yourself. So that's the main energy that I got. And I'm excited for you, especially after tomorrow, because a lot of things are going to shift for you. So they already are shifting. I can feel it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sorry. You got Kali Ma. Kali Ma has your back. Right?
Yes.
I know,
Yes.
right? When you it was like, and it's divine severance. Excuse me. Cut the cords to drama, fear, and limitations.
Jai Ma.
You are cutting you are her right now. You are embodying her with this with what you've been doing. And right after, I love this, Kali Ma, we get first light, beginning a new cycle.
Love
So
it. That's exactly, yep.
these two together, it just cuts out that drama. You
Mm-hmm.
get to begin again, and then you get to be, and then it, I almost could cry. Okay. Look at this little girl with the unicorn,
Oh,
or, and it says, and I think it's a unicorn.
it
Yeah,
is. It's beautiful.
it is. It says gratitude and appreciation. So I think that you have been experiencing a whole lot of gratitude and appreciation, seeing a lot of sunrises and sunsets,
Mm-hmm.
and at first light, getting a move on, and
Mm-hmm.
then Kali Ma right here. She is right with you. She's right
Jane, I
inside.
have been specifically praying to a form of Kali Ma for her every morning. Like Jonathan and I both do it. I'm dead serious. And I went to my oracle deck and I pulled a card for her because Kali is like really on this. I mean, she loves her so much. So it's like you tapped right into that. That makes me so happy.
Oh,
And she goes, I do the moose. Okay.
thing. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that is
Yeah,
wonderful.
that's amazing.
Oh, yeah, I've been waiting for this transit. I am so excited. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, and welcome, Sybil. Good to see you. All right, is Barb here? Barb Pet. Oh, I love your lion. That is so pretty. Are you here, Barb? And then we have Venus. Are you here, Barb? Please check in. We're going to move on to Miss Venus. Okay, Barb. And then a really good mantra you can do is Om Krim Kale Kaye Namaha. Om Krim Kale Kaye Namaha. Om Krim Kale Kaye Namaha. And you can do that anytime because mom's always with us. So she can provide a lot of healing and love and help you set those boundaries. And I love that silence is golden. I love that I got the Five of Swords reversed because it tells me you're really sticking up for your boundaries. That just makes me so happy. Oh, there she is. Barb is here. All right. Could you tell me if I will be a grandmother, excuse me, in 2026 or 2027? Thank you. You got it, Barb. Okay.
Whoops.
Ooh.
Is there somebody here with me today, guiding me? Yes. Can you show me where your energy is?
I got some weird cards. I'm just gonna say it. All right, and good night, Goldman Munksy. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so the reason I say I got a little bit of a weird card is first I got Saturn, which is a no, because something is blocking it. Okay, because what Saturn does is he blocks the energy, and there he might be like in the fifth house or something like that. We'll see. That's children. And then I got the injustice card. So I'm going, what is going on there? Well, Saturn is the karmic teacher. And so I was just kind of wondering what that was. And then I got the gift card. So you do have something really bright and beautiful coming your way. And this is literally about the gift of a child. So I was like, well, I got two no cards and then I got this beautiful gift card. So what is going on? This is so weird. And so I asked for a little bit more clarity and I got the trickster. So there's something going on that maybe you're not seeing. Now, this is a guy who basically made dice out of his father's bones, and what that his obviously past father's bones, and what they allowed him to do was determine the outcome of each roll. And he used it to cheat people in gambling. And he actually cheated King Yudhishthira out of his kingdom using this because he knew that he had a penchant for gambling. And it went to Duradna, who was a narcissist that had no reason to rule. And there's one in every age. So, long story short, this tells me that there's something blocking it, and it's because someone's not being truthful. There's some weird stuff going on behind the scenes. What you see is not what you're getting. There's some injustice going on. The karmic teacher is involved, and it's blocking this gift. It can happen, but there's a block that needs to be surfaced before this can happen, if that makes sense. So, I know that's kind of a strange reading, but that's what they gave me. And I'm kind of excited to see what Jane tapped into.
Yeah. Well, I did my dowsing rods first, and somebody was there because I asked if somebody was guiding me, and they're over there. So what I got from my rods was that the pregnancy might start at the end of the year of 2026, and then possibly then a baby in 2027. And here it is right here, because I think that, like, here's the mice. So mice chew on little wires. So it almost feels like there might be a I don't want to get graphic on anybody, but there might be just something that they have to do in order to get pregnant, to get the mice out of the way of that. Because the next card is the stork, which is bringing in something new with abundance. Abundance, we get the fish, the abundance, and the child. And right after the child came the ring.
Oh, there we go.
So it seems like there is a contract for you to be a grandparent. But there's just something that the mice need to be taken care of. And then once the mice are taken care of, if they take care of this mice, if something has to happen, I don't want to get to it, but if there's IVF, just there could be an abundance of babies. So you might want to just if that's a route that that somebody has to go on, you might want to set the number. Like, don't put in 10 eggs or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, it's in the cards.
Okay, well, there you go. Yay. So yeah, it's going to be delayed. That's what Saturn does. There's a little injustice there, and maybe that's my no card. But then I did get that a gift was coming, and it could come later.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's exciting stuff. Okay. All right. So our next question is the lovely Venus. If you run out of questions that like a general, you got it. Okay, so I went to my karma cards because it wasn't a specific question, and I got Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is going to be combusted and wars all month. It's going to be a bit of a oof. So really watch your speech because there's going to be some power struggles in this area. I got the eighth house of transformation, death, rebirth, transformation, big things coming your way when it comes to your communications. You might get some news that's a little with a little intense. Okay, it's kind of that Scorpio energy. This is kind of like personal power, stepping into your personal power, dealing with life or death issues, things like that. So there might be a communication that kind of rocks you a little bit. All right. So I asked what kind of what you needed to be doing more of to kind of step into a space where you can, how do I say this, communicate through all of the planetary wars and things going on in the sky. Avoid burnout. You need to take time for more rest, okay? Spend some time in seclusion, relaxation. That'll help you really strategize things moving forward. Spend time like a retreat, a recovery of some kind, meditation. Take a mental rest. That's really going to be important for you. Rest, reflection, recovery. That's what they keep telling me. Okay, that's going to give you the space to really regain a lot of balance when you receive this news. Okay, it's important that you don't exact any type of revenge. I know that's not in your heart or anything, but it's just important that you don't get too angry, and especially when it comes to your language, and retaliate right away. And that can happen when we're really tired. So I think that's why it's so important to do that. But the main energy that I got in and around for the outcome of this was I got the Amrita card. So this is very good. This is the divine nectar. And what it means is that things will be revealed for your highest good. Life is going to surge back into your being, especially if you take out that time for rest. And it's going to bring a lot of renewal, vitality, and elevation into your life. And a phase of healing and inspiration are going to unfold for you in this area. So that's good. So, your projects can receive some more momentum, more creativity and motivation can come your way. Your energy will improve. Spiritual practices will deepen in their vitality, but you really need to rest. Okay, that's the main thing. So, you want your life to be nourishing rather than draining. And that's kind of what I'm getting because you tend to spread yourself out a little too thin and you've got this big, beautiful heart, but you've got to take care of you too. Okay. All right. Going to have a sound bath tomorrow. I love that. That's perfect. Okay.
Oh, I would love that in a salt room.
Ooh.
Salt room. I might do that one next time I go out to California this year. My regular April to June. Take care of mom. All right. Hermit. So we're going to climb that mountain. We're going to spend some time alone. We're not going to watch. I can't tell you not to watch the news or anything like that. People like to stay on top of things, but I personally have quit watching the news and I feel so much better. So I almost feel like that this is what this is asking is to really go. It's time for all of us who aren't in this to go inside and to search ourselves and what can we do? And sometimes it's just sit on a mountain and think of solutions. And then you get and then you get an action card. You get the Knight of Swords. So this is the action card where you're going to really take the truth, because it's a sword. And there's this song by Dave Matthews, and it if you see, the sword is in between the butterfly. It's like part of the butterfly. But there's this song by Dave Matthews, and it says, if you never flew, why would you cut the wings off of a butterfly? And it's so I feel like I want to say to you that this card is really, you're really going to find what it is that floats your boat, and you're going to do that. So look for that action that you can do that aligns with your truth, and go for it. Because after you've gone on up the mountain, figured out who you are, what you are, where you want to land, then you get the knight that's telling you, stand in your truth. We're going to live in truth, in swords. And then the Wheel of Fortune. So that I'm sorry, this is not the Wheel of Fortune. This is the Six of Wands. This is victory. So when you go, so this is victory. I mean, so you've thought about it, you took the action, and you got victory from that action. And I love that for you, because also too, I get the Queen of Swords under here. So that also means that you're sorting. You are lining up with your swords, and being honest and truthful, because you don't get anywhere. We all know we don't get anywhere by not being truthful. I would just keep my mouth closed rather than tell a lie.
That's great advice. I love that, Jane. Okay, Venus, that's a lot of energy coming your way, and I think that, like you said, rest, hermit mode, that's great. And she says that she's not really big on watching the news either. So, okay. Oh my goodness. All right. So, our next question is, and thank you so much for your donation, Barb. Is Sybil, will I meet my lifetime in this lifetime? Thank you. Are you here, Sybil? Go ahead and check in. And then we have Malik, and then we're going to go ahead and sign off unless we get a tipper. Okay.
All right.
So are you here? Are you here? Please check in. We have Sybil. They're both asking basically the same question. And then we have Malik. Are you here? Please check in. And okay, Sybil is here. And so is Malik. Okay. So we'll do Sybil.
And this is about the soulmate?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go to my soulmate cards.
Okay. Sounds good. Sybil, I got that you've got a lot of choices in front of you. I got the Seven of Cups. What this tells me is that things are a little unclear right now regarding what you want. And there could be a little bit of overwhelm, some illusion, escapism, fantasy in this area. And that can lead to some confusion when it comes to picking your soulmate, that partner. What's needed is more clarity and discernment in this area. And you use that using your third eye, your beautiful Ajna chakra. So Spirit's going to be working with you on this chakra so that you can identify the right person, because they're going to be presented with a lot of choices in your head. They're showing me that you've got a very active imagination. Okay, so you have been hurt or burned. This could be this birth or past births, and it's important that you work through that and do some heart-centered work. Okay, when you do that, that's really going to open up a lot of avenues for you. Now, I got a really good card for you. This is my patience card, but this has a whole story behind it. It's a beautiful young maiden who was out in the forest, and a king and his troop were riding by. And it was like love at first sight for him, because they had actually had a lifetime before, and he recognized her spirit. And so he saw her, immediately fell in love, and they started, dating, for lack of a better term. And he gave her his ring and said, wait for me. And when I return, you know, show the ring is like, this is like a thing that he left with her as a sign of his love, a sign of marriage. And so he went back to his kingdom because he had a lot of stuff to do, and she stayed, where she was in the forest. And one day she was, singing, and she was daydreaming. She was kind of having a Seven of Cups moment. And there was a sage that came by, and she did not give him alms or food because she was up in her head just dreaming about her love, right? And so the sage cursed her and said, the person she's thinking of will never remember her. Uh-oh. So then one of a deity came down and said, okay, buddy, the god of love, Lord Kama, is behind this. And so you've got to reverse it. And he goes, well, how about this? If he sees the ring, he'll immediately recognize her. And they're like, okay, well, we can reverse the curse this way. Well, unfortunately, while she was washing one day, she lost the ring in the river. So her time to go to the palace, she went to the palace. She didn't have the ring with her. The king didn't recognize her and sent her on her way, and she went home weeping. So she was in the forest for a long time when one day a fisherman knocked on the door and said, hey, I was cleaning fish and I found the ring that you lost. And he showed it to her, and she was so happy and exclaimed with joy, put it on her finger, made plans to immediately go to the palace. The king recognized her. They were reunited, had a beautiful wedding, and everything was great. So it's coming, but you got to have patience. That's the long story about this. Work with some of the reprisal, the things that have happened to you in the past. That's going to help you work through some of that. And know that there's going to be a time of illusion that comes before the discernment that's necessary for you to recognize this person and then to recognize you. Okay, Sybil? But it's going to happen when I get the patience card. You just have to be patient. Okay? Excited for you. All right.
I was kind of hoping the fisherman was the soulmate.
Oh, that would have been cute.
Yeah. I could write a better story. I'm just teasing. Soulmates come you can have more than one soulmate too. And sometimes it's a friend, but I'm just saying that because some people are so hooked into, I've got to find my soulmate, my soulmate, my soulmate. And you could miss out on somebody who actually was your soulmate by, like my husband. I never would have given him a second look. Never. But he was my boss. So I had to see him every single day. And love grew. So I married the boss. But what I have is the moon for you. So use your intuition, right? And we got that big full moon, and it's on a cloudy sky. I love this. But the moon maybe in a lunar phase, because like Michelle said, your head is a little bit up in the clouds. Look, her head is literally in the clouds. Okay, so you're looking in the clouds. He's there. In the stars, in your hopes and dreams, in your stars. And then look at this, the woman. And look at this. I want to show you something. They came out facing each other. Now, these cards, I when I get a Lenormand deck, the people have to be able to be facing. They can't be facing front, right, front, and they have to be facing two different directions, because I need that direction. Because here, you're back to back. You're not going to find each other. But this way, lovely couple. Okay? So, and just put in your order, because and get what you want to eat if you don't put in your order. They're gonna bring you steak when you're what are the people called when you don't eat meat? Words are hard. What is it when you don't eat meat?
Vegetarian?
Vegetarian, thank you, or
Yeah,
vegan,
vegan or vegetarian, plant-based diet. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you don't say what you want, if you don't put in your order, you're not going to get what you want. So keep praying and have your and hoping on that star, really bringing it down, bringing down the moon and your intuition. And I think when you see your mate, what be it male, female, whatever it is, we don't have to assign gender to these, even though there is. It's coming. It looks to me like it is coming.
Okay, I love it. We both got the same outcome for you. So best of luck to you, Sybil. All right.
Yes.
Okay, so we did have one more person come in. Did you want to take one and I'll take one, Jane?
Sure.
Did you want to do it that way? Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, so would you like to do Malik? And it's basically they want to find a new stable love partner in 2026. Or we have Melissa from New Zealand. Will I find love this year? So Venus is combusting at war right now. So this isn't the best time to find love, but I love that you guys are asking it. So
Yeah,
let me see
you're
who
both
this is. Let me see who this is for. I just pulled cards. I want to make sure I'm pulling them for the right person. This is for Malik.
Okay, tell me who you're pulling for, and then I'll pull for the other one. There you go.
Okay. Come on, tell me, guys. Is this for Malik or Melissa? Okay, mine is for Melissa. Okay, so if you want to pull for Malik. Okay, hi, Happy New Year, Melissa, New Zealand. Okay, well, I find love. Okay, so I got that you're going to have to do some homework, Melissa. Okay, that's the main thing that I see. Oh, and some patients just sent a Venmo. So we'll just do one each and then we'll get to some patients. Okay, and then we're going to close out. Okay. All right, so some patients, go ahead and put your question in. So, Melissa, I got that you were undergoing some life, birth, death, transformation. This is eighth house. This is all about things that need to be let go to allow for that phoenix moment to happen. So, there's a lot of work that you're going to need to do in the area of relationships in order to attract the right person. The reason I say this is that the seeds that you've planted in the past have not resulted in the best partnerships. Okay, when I get this card, it tells me that there's some patience and evaluation that's needed on your end because there's a lot of impatience in this area. It's like whenever I get this card, it's like when you plant something and you're checking the roots and you're checking the roots and you're checking the roots. Eventually, it's going to kill the plant. So it's good to just let things grow, think long term, be like a waiting farmer when it comes to love coming your way, because you're going to be going through a lot of transformation in this department and it's for your highest good. The reason for that is that your energy attracts tricksters. Okay, been there, no judgment for me. This tells me that you have to practice a little more discernment on who is trying to get your attention and why. What are the underlying motives of these people coming into your life? And do they have your best interests at heart? Because right now you're not attracting the best energy for you, okay? And if you do try to get in a relationship right now, it could lead to reprisal. What does that mean? Revenge, because no one likes to be tricked, okay? So it's important that, especially this year, you in the next few months, you really work on. There's a lot of books. You can email me. My stuff's in the description. I have a lot of books on this because I have the nodes which cause eclipses in my first and seventh house, and my second husband's amazing. My first husband, not so much. So I have a lot of books that I can share with you, free PDFs, manuals on how to work with developing this area so that you can attract the right person for you. And then once you do that homework, it will open up to you. But you have to do the work first. That's the main energy that I'm getting. Okay, sweetie, and I hope that was helpful. All right.
And then I was reading for...
You are reading for the lovely Malik. Are you here? Please check in. And then we're going to do some patience together and then close out. Thank you, Venus.
Every time I hear that Venus, I'm your Venus, I'm your fire.
Actually, the first time I learned Venus or Shukra's mantra, we went into a Trader Joe's and they were playing that on the loudspeaker. And I just it was on a Friday, which is Venus's day, Viernes. I just started laughing so hard. I was like, okay, Venus.
I love that.
Okay, Malik is here. There we go.
Okay.
And then I'll start pulling cards for some patients. No more tower cards.
Right. I have some good news and some bad news for you, Malik. And again, the star card came out. I have been shuffling, I promise. But this cards have come out for several people. So I really do think it's right now there's so much going on in the sky, not only with the planets that are, like not only the havoc, but also, Three Eye Atlas, and there's just a lot of stuff going on up there. So I wonder if still wish upon a star and hope and dream. Okay. I do want you to do that. What I want you to notice is when this person comes in, you'll go, oh no, you are quite handsome and I wanted to find out who this was. And they have a lot of money, very handsome, a lot of money. You don't want this handsome man with the money because he's the devil. If you wait and pass on this person, you will get the family of your dreams. You will get the 10 of Cups. Okay, so it's up to you what you do with this. But, because the thing is, he's a handsome man and he's wealthy, but he's not for you. And again, I'm going to bring up this card. This is on the bottom of the deck. This is that choice. Are you going to choose the handsome man with a lot of money? Or are you going to choose somebody? Are you going to choose with your eyes and with your pocketbook, or with your heart? I know when I met my husband, I did not want somebody who made a lot of money, because I wanted somebody who was going to be home for dinner every night at 6. I'm working late tonight, I gotta work travel. I wanted that homebody, and that's what I have. And now he's too much of a homebody. Oh well. All right, so that's what I got for you.
Oh, wonderful, Jane. Okay. So now we have some patients. All right.
Yes.
So you might remember me. I'm the one who broke both her arms and legs. I'm 3 weeks past shoulder surgery and recovering well. Oh my goodness. Yes. And I love the Capricorn. My question, what should I focus on 2026? Kind of look ahead. Okay, you got it. So I did pull some cards for you. The first card I got was Uranus. This is my tower card, but it represents accidents. Okay, he strikes lightning into our life to basically change us on an intense level. Okay, his transits are usually 21 and 22, 42 and 84 for ages, but he can also aspect various planets and things like that. But he causes lightning in our lives. And what he does is he's trying to shake up an area that is causing us to get on the right track again. Okay, so I asked what your focus should be after going through this. Okay. No, this is Uranus. It's a lightning moment. You've been through it. You're going through this right now. Okay. I got a good card for you moving forward. It's literally the card that is telling you to move forward. And I got the Knight of Wands. Focus on movement, recovery, physical therapy, making sure that you're doing everything that you can to progress in your healing this year. This is a very energetic night. This tells me that your recovery is going to be good. Okay. and he came up upright. But this is movement through trials. So you're going to be going through a lot of trials when it comes to physical therapy, occupational therapy, etc. But pay attention to how your energy is being pursued, because it will be pursued in the right direction. This is Mars and fire. This is very good. You're on a quest towards your healing this year. And so this is good. This is yay, fire. You want this. You want this extra energy given to you. All right. And this is after the tower moment I picked up on last time. Okay. So I got the Six of Swords. Okay, what does this tell me? So this tells me that you might be struggling with the mental transition this year. The physical one's going to be pretty good because I got the Knight of Wands, but mentally you might feel a little frustrated, a little stuck. There's going to be some lingering pains. You might not feel like you're moving fast enough, even though spirit really is going to help you in these areas. So the mental transition is going to be a little harder than the physical transition. Okay. So try to focus on conscious disengagement from any, mental angst that you're feeling as you go through this, and work to try to practice more patience with yourself as you go through your recovery. I asked, how can you do this? How can some patients do this? And I love your name, because this year is going to take a lot of patience on your part. Um, that's on brand for me. Mentally wanting answers that aren't ready yet. I'm good at hard work. I can do that. Well, yeah, I got the Knight of Wands. You are good at hard work, and that tells me that you got this in you. But the block will be mental. Okay. Thank you for confirming. So this is what's going to help you. Okay. And I love this card. I went to Ganesha because he said, hey, pick me, pick me. I got the delight card. So it's really important that you bring laughter back into your life. Whether it's watching your favorite comedian when you're resting and icing and doing all of those things and elevating. But laughter is going to help you in ways that you never even imagined. It's going to help you get out of this mental angst that you're feeling. And a simple laugh can make you feel better about yourself and the world around you as you go through this. If you try to take the situation of your recovery too seriously, try to find humor, because this will remind you to stay centered and be very grateful for any progress that you have made. Now, Ganesh is holding a stylized conch here, and it curls counterclockwise. Now, Vishnu, the preserver's conch, it curls inward and clockwise, but this is the Vamavarta Shanka. It's the reversal of laws in nature. It's linked to Shiva, the destroyer, who's Ganesh's father. So what that tells me is you've been through a period where you felt like your material world is just like blown up, right? But then this journey, this quest toward physical achievements, little mental anxiety will be broken up by the amazing energy of laughter. Okay. There's also one of the ways that they said that Ganesha was born in a lot of different ways. One of them was that he was born of Shiva's laughter. So you could have friends over, share some laughs for a few minutes, get on a Zoom, watch your favorite comedian. You could feel better for hours after that. So this humor is going to give you a lot of amazing energy and dispel the negative mental energy that you're going to be struggling with. And it's going to bring innumerable benefits your way. So just take a more lighthearted approach, okay, a healthier approach to this, and you'll find that laughter is going to be the best medicine for you. Okay, I hope that was helpful.
My cat keeps yelling at me.
Yes, laughter is the best medicine. Yeah.
All right. When you first start out with, and you said a shift, like you said something about the energy.
Mm-hmm.
Shift your energy.
Mm.
So yes, shift your energy. And in this card, and maybe you can take a screenshot or come back and take a screenshot, because there's so much in here. There's just all the animals. It's just everything. Everything and everybody are with you. And you're flying. You're over the mountains. You're over the you're so it almost makes me feel like by shifting your energy and getting into the upper being more having the gratitude and to speaking to the angels or whomever it is, whoever your team is, and shift your energy. And then I also pulled a Mother Mary card for you because I've been working with the Marys lately, and your Mary card is Our Lady who gives peace. You have been holding on to deep concern, and I ask you to hand it over to me now. Allow me to offer you a gift in exchange for your devotion and trust. I offer the gift of peace, peace that all is now resolved according to my grace, peace that the material situation is flowing toward perfect completion. My peace is with you now, my beloved. So shift your energy and be at peace and know that this isn't going to last forever, even though it feels like it. Because I spent a couple months in bed just recently, and I know what that's like. I mean, I didn't have broken limbs, but I couldn't do anything. So I have empathy. I have all the empathy for you right now. Absolutely. Mother Mary comes into my
You went right to that deck. I love that, Jane. Very psychic of you.
Yeah, I haven't used it for anybody else.
There you go. You were the only one that got that deck, some patients. So there you go. And you are welcome. It sounds like I'm safely past the tower. You are in your recovery phase. Okay, you've got this. And our hearts are with you as you do that. So, okay, well, that is it, Miss Jane. We went through all the questions. Oh, lots of hearts. Love that. And is there anything you would like to announce before we sign off?
No, I think the only thing I would, if anybody is interested, I'm going to go back to the angels. I started out with the angels, and then I got in. I've been reading for over 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
But the angels, and I was born with the angels have been with me since I was 3. But anyway, when I was doing my channel, when I first started it, it was for the angels. And then it turned into something else, and everybody wanted all these other things. And so I'm going back to the angels, and I'm going back through all of the I ams. For 2 years, I did an I am prayer before I started everything. And it was, I am this, I am love, I am compassion, I am blah, 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 all of those things. So I took down all of the I ams, and I want this year to integrate the I ams. So if anybody would like to join me, I'll be doing that. I don't know exactly when. I'm going to start soon. But yeah, so I'm going to go through all of the I ams. I think there's 18 of them. And then go back to the angels, and I'll be just doing some angel messages like 3 days a week. So,
oh, love that. That's beautiful. So definitely subscribe so you don't miss out on that. And you're welcome, Venus. You're welcome, some patience. And Venus is beautiful, Jane. I agree. That's fabulous. And take care, Sybil. Thanks for letting us tap in. So yes, I think that's beautiful too. All right. So I am going to be having another interview with NDE. We're going to be talking about the rise of divine feminine in 2026. And then hopefully I'll be on our channel again to discussing the Pluto returns around the world. So I'll be doing that. I'll also be here next week, same time. So tap in for readings. And yeah, I've got a lot of videos up regarding the astrology for 2026 because we've got a lot of things going on in the sky. So make sure that you're getting that. And I've got shorts coming out that kind of they're like little blurbs about the 2026 energy by sign as well. So thank you so much for joining me, Jane. It is always an honor to read with you. I love your energy. And I want to thank Venus for being a wonderful mod, and everyone in the chat for joining us and letting us tap into your energy. This was a lot of fun.
yeah.
So I just want to send you all lots of love and light as you go into January. Know that the 9th is going to be a little drama, but we've got this. And Om Shanti, Om Love, Om Peace. Take care, everyone.
Sacred knowledge from the stars. Vedic truth heals ancient scars. Mantras clear the karmic way, bringing light to guide each day. Let the planets show their signs as the cards and stars combine. Ancient wisdom flows through